you. I'm going to play another audio, and we're going to go in the same order. I'm gonna, Sukiana had some comments in the past week, and we're gonna go in the same order. I want to know whether you agree or disagree, and why or why not. And I'm just gonna, in full transparency, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that I 100% agree with what you're about to hear. Okay, but here we go. Not the reason that y'all look bad. I do not represent y'all. Y'all represent yourself. I am not y'all motherfucking representation. And then y'all be trying to make me feel like I gotta change for y'all. Who is y'all? Y'all already looked the fuck a mess. Y'all already was a mess. No, stop blaming me for y'all being looking a fool or looking bad. Y'all been looking bad. Y'all been looking bad. Your baby daddy's been making y'all looking bad. Y'all all been looking bad. Your husband's been making y'all look bad. All y'all been looking bad already. I am not the reason that y'all look bad. I do not represent y'all. Y'all represent yourself. I am not y'all motherfucking representation. Suki Hana is not nobody's representation. Child. Why would y'all even want me as representation? Y'all need representation yourself. I'm always gonna stay the same. All the way back 6 years back, y'all gonna see me doing the same thing, baby. Ain't nothing about me about to change. I ain't finna change my nose. Now I know that y'all want me to change my nose, and y'all trying to say that I need to. I'm ugly. Oh, baby, I'm gonna show you what ugly is. I'm gonna show you what ugly is. Yeah. Go ahead, Dev.
Who is Sukiana?
Sukihana is just another female rapper that doesn't sell records, sell sexuality. And her and Sexy Red were rapping in front of Popeyes. She's a very, she's a very hypersexual woman. She was in London in recent times. You know, singing or Sexy Red song talk about she want to get her coochie scratched in front of these white women. These white women was looking at her crazy. She's just a very hypersexual woman, says a lot of crazy things. Like I said, just another untalented black woman that's trying to make it in music but not selling any records and selling sexuality. But what are your thoughts on what she said?
That she doesn't represent, like she's not our representative.
Yeah, because she was at the MTV Video Music Awards, right? She was there. I guess the awards were probably like a week or so ago. And I don't know why she was there because it's not like she was nominated for any awards or had any relevance being there, but she was there. I think she may have been on the carpet. I don't know where she was at, but she was on all fours on the floor, twerking, popping her booty, just being ghetto and just being ignorant per usual. So, there's a lot she got like some backlash for doing it, and that's kind of like why she even, what inspired her to make what I just played for you. So
Hmm.
what I'm trying to ask is, her Sexy Red, they've been getting a lot of attention in the media recently, because of how they conduct themselves, the content of their music, what they're saying in interviews and things of that nature. And like she said, she's saying that she is not a representation of black women. She is a representation of herself. And essentially that, black women have been looking a mess. Their individual lifestyles have been making them look a mess. Their baby daddies have been making them look a mess. Their husbands have been making them look a mess. So, do you think that, as a black woman, that when you step outside, that you're a representation of all black women, or that you're just a representation for yourself?
Hmm. That's a good question. I don't know. I would say I'm a represent. Well, I don't know. I'd probably say both. I'd probably say both. Um, so if I see a fellow black person out in public acting a fool. I would be lying if I said I didn't think, why are you acting that way? Like, you making us all look bad right now. Growing up, I was always told when you walk outside, you're representing this family. And I feel like that same thing kind of applies to the black community and any community, actually, because everyone stereotypes. Every race, every ethnicity, every gender has a stereotype. So if you are continuing to perpetuate this stereotype, then you're just making it worse for the rest of us out here. So in a way, do I feel like I represent black women whenever I step out into the world? Yes. But also at the same time, you're responsible for your own behavior. And just because one person is acting a fool does not mean that they represent the entire community. So I don't know. I feel like it's like a yes and no type of situation. It's kind of hard to answer that.
Okay, so when I step outside, I represent myself and my family and my last name as well. But where I'm going to respectfully disagree with you is I don't believe that I'm a representation of black men. If I unfortunately, as black people, we're only individuals in our success. So as accomplished and successful and established as Noble is just an individual. But if some degenerate black guy, if some degenerate black guy goes outside tomorrow and and hits a woman with a brick on her face, or beats up a woman because she didn't want to say I'm the first black man manager at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm the shift leader at Dunkin' Donuts. And by the way, I'll be making content of my shift leader daily activities at Dunkin' Donuts soon for TikTok. But unfortunately, when as black people, do you agree with me on that, Dev, that we're only individuals in our success, but for the most part, if a black man or black woman, is a degenerate and out here doing negative things, that all of us get lumped into that? Would you agree or disagree with that?
Yeah, I would say we all kind of get lumped into that because, again, stereotypes, meet the media, the news. You turn on the news and all you hear is, oh, a black man shot up some store at Walgreens in Chicago, or oh, all these black kids and from that are supposed to be in school went to Nordstrom's and started, stealing things. Like that's a representation of all of us. And then, you see these videos and you go to the comment section and then all you see is these racist white people being like, oh, look,
Right,
I already knew their race before I even clicked on this video, you
right.
know? So it's just,
So the last question I have for you, and I'm gonna have everyone speak to this. I find it very interesting that there's so many black women trying to condemn the Sexy Reds of the world, the Suki Hanas of the world, the Cardi B's of the world, the Megan Thee Stallions of the world. All these women that are not selling records because they're untalented, but selling sexuality. I Dev, let me ask you a question, Dev. If I said what group of people are even propelling these women to the heights that they're reaching, what group of people would you tell me are propelling these women to the heights that they're reaching?
I mean, the music industry, I guess you could say,
No, what group of
but
people are propelling? What group of people are supporting these women and propelling them to the heights that they're reaching? What specific group of women?
the Cardi B's, like
No,
Megan Thee
what what
Stallion.
what group of women?
I guess, I mean, people are saying other women in the comments, so I guess other women. I don't know.
No, what specific group of women? What specific group of women are listening to this
It's not.
music?
I know you're trying to elicit her to say black women, but it's not only black women. It's multiple women. It's multiple demographics of women of all races.
Okay, Britt. If you want to say it's multiple demographics, then let me ask you like this: then, what group of women are majority supporting these women and propelling them to the heights that they're reaching?
Gen
Predominantly.
Z, Gen Z women.
I'm not.
Wait, cause
It's
wait,
No,
wait,
okay.
guys,
wait,
It's
cause
guys,
it's
guys.
Noble,
it's
I'ma
it's
disagree
more
with
Guys.
age.
you.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
got
It's more
this is why
age.
we can't have these
Listen, I don't even
conversations. We got a
listen to
lot of
some.
semantic
It's
stuff
okay to say
going on
black
right now.
women,
Wait,
y'all.
You
cause
guys
Noble,
know what I
Noble,
am
Noble,
asking you. Just
wait,
stick to the
I
question
don't.
at
I
hand.
don't even. I'm a black woman. And I don't even listen
wait,
to
cause
them.
That's
I don't
Yeah.
great
even.
though, but
Noble. I think you're
majority do.
underestimating the fact that white consumers love consuming this kind of stuff more so than black people. So for example, an artist like Lizzo, you look up any Lizzo concert right the F now, you know who you're gonna see there? Nothing but white kids.
Do you
White
know
kids.
why?
Lizzo and Sexy Red are two different people.
Yeah, but wait. And then also look at Cupcake. Look at Cupcake. Literally just search up Cupcake on TikTok alone. Who's going to be listening to her? White people. White people love listening to provocative black folks. It's almost like a minstrel show for them, more so than even black folks.
So are you
Mm-hmm.
telling me? Are you,
100%.
first of all, when we talk about um people attending concerts, black people do not majority when listen. If you're gonna go to a Drake concert, if you're gonna go to these like superstar concerts that perform in arenas and stadiums, you're not that, and especially these pop stars, you're not going to see a lot of black people. Okay, black people are broke. Black people
Wait,
cannot afford to
that
go to these events.
no,
Okay,
because
so like, no, 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 no. One second.
let's not be disingenuous. Because Beyonce's on tour.
Streaming the
Hang on,
music.
because Beyonce's on tour. The second she hit the North American leg, the predominant number of people that are there are people of color, black girls, black
Hmm.
women, black queer people. They're not going to look for these like artists who are just artists for the sake of like provocative, like just to be provocative. They actually are interested in like the music. So for example, if I go to a Meg concert, and I've been to a Meg concert, I've been to like several Rico Nasty concerts, it's mainly black women showing up for them.
I looked up the demographic statistics for hypersexual. Um, well, the demographic. Hold on, let me. The statistics for white women over black women or black women over white women when it comes to being hypersexual is the white women have a higher percentage than black women, actually. So to answer that question, white women are more hypersexual than black women, which is crazy. That's why I had to Google it because I wanted to make sure that if it was black women, I wanted to have that, you know.
Was that the question? I thought he asked who supports Sexy Red and
Yeah, yeah.
Tatiana the
So
most.
I don't wanna steer too far off topic, but
Now the
so
other question that he asked,
Search up Sexy
I
Red
just
right now on
answered.
TikTok for you, and I will show you that it's predominantly white women dancing around to I'm trying to get my coochie scratched. That's white women.
Right.
one second. I'm not trying to steer too far off topic. I want to stay on topic. So Dev, and then
Hmm.
we're gonna go to Britt. So Dev, do you believe that there is another group of women other than black women that support the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Sexy Reds, the Suki Hanas, and all these other untalented individuals that sell sexuality more than black women?
I mean, I'm gonna have to. I mean, Brittany brought up a good point. When it comes down to the new generation, Gen Z, because when I was growing up in elementary school and middle school, the things I'm seeing right now would not be acceptable back in the day. We got our asses beat back in the 90s, in the 80s, if we acted this way. It's definitely the new generation, Gen Z kids that are definitely perpetuating this type of behavior.
But again, I'm not talking about what generation it is. I am asking, do you think that it is other groups of women other than black women that are supporting these women and propelling them to the heights they're reaching more than black women?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Do
the
you
newer
believe that, Dev?
generation, Gen Z, aren't they a group of people?
I am talking about, okay, let me be specific since we're doing all these semantics. I am talking, is it black woman? Is it white woman? Is it Hispanic woman? Is it Asian woman?
It's
Indian
a
woman?
mix.
what group of women are supporting and propelling these women predominantly to the heights that they're reaching more than other groups of women?
It's a mix. It's a mix.
Yeah,
So you're telling
Majority
me,
of
you
the
can like
time.
it. You're not gonna like
wait,
it,
one second,
Nova,
one
but I'm
second,
gonna
one
need you
second,
to
one
look
second,
into.
one second. You're telling me that white girls and Hispanic girls and Asian girls and Indian girls and all these other girls. Matter of fact, let's just say white girls. You're telling me that white girls are that there's a very large, if not half of white girls listening to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion the same amount as they're listening to Taylor Swift.
I
Yes.
mean, I couldn't say white girls, but I could definitely say Hispanic girls for sure.
No, I can say white girls as somebody who grew up in a predominantly white area, as somebody who went to a PWI, as somebody who was a sorority girl, a Chi O, what's good? Um, these white women are consuming more rap music than anybody else. And I'm a Swiftie, right? I'm a Swiftie. I'm a diehard Taylor Swift girly. Fought for them eras tickets, right? I think that you underestimate the fact that this is not just being propelled and perpetuated. In order for an artist to be successful, they're going to need more than one demographic of people following them. So let's not act like it's not white women who enjoy this kind of music and are like, yeah, it's girl, it's so uplifting. I go to spin class, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna hear Nicki Minaj. You're going to hear Cardi B. You're going to hear Megan Thee Stallion. You know who you're not going to hear? You're not going to hear Tina Snow, who the name that Megan Thee Stallion went by before when all the black women were listening to her. That's just the reality. White folks love ghetto black shit. I don't know why. They think it's a minstrel show. They think it's funny. Black folks prefer the artistry, which is why black people will start dissecting at what point this rapper went left. You go to a Drake concert, you're just going to see women of all different types, right? Because Drake's a hoe. But realistically, when it comes to like black artists, black musicians who are making provocative music, you're going to see white people just right there. It's like, yeah.
To add on to that, if you ever been to a Travis Scott concert or a Future concert or a Sexy Red concert, I haven't, but I seen like the lives and the stuff like that. It's mostly white people. It's not black people. Like the majority is white people, or it's people of different ethnicities, but black people are, seldom to show up. I mean, they support, don't get me wrong, but it's mostly white. White people have there's more white people. I believe there's a statistic out on it, but I believe when it comes to like population, white people are always ahead when it comes to more the general pop.
Yeah, but also I I don't know if you guys know this, but back in 2021, right? Rico Nasty, a phenomenal artist, like she was booed off stage, and she's a black woman, by a bunch of white boys screaming for Playboy Cardi. I just want y'all to deep that. A black woman who is very talented, who her fan base is predominantly black women, booed off stage to make space for a black man by white people.
All right. Thank you, Dev. Well, I'm not, we're going to take, we're going to take these women's words for it. And we're just
Can
going
I
to
speak
move
on it real
on.
quick?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Tay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I understand when y'all are saying like white people are supporting, but I also think that white people tend to go with the trends of what's now. So like, yeah, Sexy Red, Sukiana, Nikki, and them, they're like the trends now. Like when you mentioned like, oh, if I went to TikTok and put up, you're only gonna see white people. Yeah, because like those people mainly have the trending sounds. So of course, they're gonna go with the trends. Like, I know you've seen the videos where these people actually go to their concerts and they don't know none of the songs. They don't know nothing. They know the hook and then they're quiet. But so I think it's like a false support. Like they're just supporting because it's trendy and that's it. But when it comes to the long support, I will say it is black women.
Yeah, I'm not even going to, continue to talk about that. Like so just to be clear, just to specify, the woman on this panel, excluding Tay, have told me that it is white women and other groups of women, well, let's say predominantly white women, that are supporting and propelling these black musical acts to the height that they're reaching, to the heights that these black female musicians, to the heights that they're reaching, more so than black women. Okay, we'll leave that there.